So I'm gonna take a walk now from my building, which is here, um, and I'll show you. We even have a little canal. I imagine at some point they're gonna do something with these plantings here, but so I'm gonna walk from here to the ferry, which takes me to the library. So this is my building, and when I get to the end of the block, I'll show you that, well, you can sort of see there's a whole long section that is just 2 stories, and then there's a tower at the end. And I live in the tower on the top floor, which is the 8th floor. Some of these places in the 2-story section are apartments, and some are businesses. So you can see in the distance there's a big crane, and a big crane, and a big crane, because the whole area is being built up. And there's the 2-story part and the tower, and I live in the tower. So, now, oops, I am positive this field across the street will be built up within the next 5 years. But this building right in front of me, and every building going down the street, was not here 2 years ago. Everything sort of happened at once. There was a big push for building up the area. And I have to say, most of these buildings are very nice. They're very attractive. Typically Dutch, checking your email on your phone while you're riding your bike. And after I bought my place, a lot of these places went on sale shortly afterwards. And I think, well, for example, this place right here, the red place, the Nova Zembla Lofts, they were so much more expensive than my apartment. And this big building here with the glass terraces. Now I'll show you when I get to the corner here, because we're going to go over a canal. Yeah, none of this was here. Absolutely none of it. So, as I was saying, this building here on the corner, well, maybe I won't talk so much until I get past this construction zone. I actually have a view of this canal, part of it, from my balcony. So, these buildings here went on sale right around the time that I bought mine. And they were much more expensive. And I think part of it is because they're right on the water, so their view is never going to be obstructed. But I also think that part of it was that in that very short time period where I was buying, the prices started to skyrocket because the whole real estate market started to recover after like 5 years of a disaster. And there's just a lot of really nice buildings around here. This place on the corner is supposed to be rented out as creative space. That's what it says on the sign. But the neighborhood is really, really booming. And typical in Holland, or at least in Amsterdam, but other places as well. They just let the wildflowers grow everywhere, which I really like. Weeds and wildflowers. And these wild little poppies are really beautiful, actually. And right here is the gym that I was going to join, and I'll probably join next month when I come, because you can just pay by the month. You can pay for a month and then not pay for 2 months, and you can pay for another month, and yeah, so that's a good idea. And this yellow building right in front of me is actually kind of cool. It's the new medical center for the area, which sort of shows that they're bringing in services to service the neighborhood. The one thing we do not have are anything like a grocery store or a pharmacy. The closest grocery store I've found, and I asked my neighbors too, is about 16 minutes walk away. But most of this area, you can see this is powder coating, so powder coating. And there's a place up here called Baumat, which is a building supply place. So a lot of this was just industrial, and really nobody lived in this area at all. A few blocks over to the east, there are neighborhoods where people live, and those neighborhoods were considered not great. So people had a bad feeling about Amsterdam North. But it's completely changing now. Yeah, so here's the building supply. And this beautiful black building on the left, might not look beautiful, but I think it's beautiful, is the library or the collection from the Film Museum. So if you're a film scholar or simply an aficionado, you can look at their collection. It's a really nice building, like many buildings in Amsterdam. Very cool. So I'm going to stop this video now, and then when I get closer to the ferry, I'll pick up again.